So who are you guys cheering for? Here's our selection of players. There's only 13 on the server, I guess. But we have Liber, Hero, Spyro, Militant, Tom, Neymar, Guifox, Unixi, Liras, LG, Pleb, Uhu, and Mao. Some pretty strong players, honestly. Cheering for Uhu, but Hero is solid. Yeah, Hero won the previous Warrior Cup. So, and he was by far the most consistent player. Like, for reference, or for comparison, I was second somehow. And I played god-awful. So, Hero was in a completely other dimension with his gameplay. So we'll see. Hero, I think his best quality has always been consistency. He's somehow able to like hyper focus on what he's doing, and he's able to really like. It seems like he's never nervous. I'm sure he is, but it seems like he's never really nervous. He makes it look so easy. But you know, we have players like Mao and Uhu who are like absolutely at the top of obstacle pretty much in every single way. I think both are... I'm not actually sure. What's Uhu's benchmark? I know that Hero and Mao are both master. Mao is on... I think he's 3 out of 5 maps for Grandmaster. Hero is, I think, 2 out of 5? I'm not completely sure. He might be 3 out of 5 as well, actually. But yeah, it seems like we are ready to go. So we have had Hype join the server and someone else. Who did I... Elias, right. So those 2 people have joined. Who is unranked in benchmark. Oh, okay. Hello, Firex. Yeah, alright, well, never mind Uhu then. I'm sure he's gonna fail entirely. No, actually. Uhu has been getting some pretty strong records lately. Uhu is definitely in form. He is like, yeah, he's owning right now. Good luck, LG, to you as well, and everyone else who might still be on stream and might be participating. Yeah, I think that's their... because they are teammates. Are both in excuse my language, fuck squad, which is an extremely strong team of 2 players, where both of them just destroy everyone else. So we'll see. But here we go. First map is here. So everyone will play one at a time. Everyone is running around. They don't know that they are supposed to go in spec. Okay, so first we walk. I don't know what this is about, but... Wait, no, we don't walk. What the hell? Everyone was just walking for no reason. I think you're supposed to... Wait, what are you supposed to do? No, actually, you just walk, right? I think you just walk fast or something. So we go here. Is there like a danger of getting stuck? Is that what it is? Or is this just... I guess that's it. I guess it's a 0 checkpoint map where you walk. So we will see some speed walking. Hello, Gao. I'll explain real quick. So if you have seen Ninja Warrior, you already know what this is. We will play one at a time. There are 10 maps. So one player, which is going to be Unixy here on the first map, will play first, and they will try to get as far as possible. On this map, I think it will be very difficult not to finish unless there's some danger of getting stuck somewhere. So, this is more like a maze, I suppose. And yeah, you get points depending on your position. Your position is determined either by your final time or your checkpoint progress. And starting from map 6, we will start eliminating the players who are lowest in scores. So, it's a survival challenge, basically. Seems like Unixy has maybe... Oh, he struggles a little bit. Where does he need to go? This might be a bit tough. This might actually be a nice map to be last on, because you kinda... You know, everyone who sees this probably will play a little bit better than the previous person, right? But that's gonna be the first finish there. That's definitely a GG for Unixy. Doesn't seem like too bad of a time. He only missed the routes like twice, I think, and you know, that's pretty well done from the first player. I can say that I didn't remember the route that well. Let's see how Liber does. He's going to be the second going in here. Seems to remember the route pretty well. But now we're getting to the maziest part. And he gets through. Oh, but he goes a bit wrong. Still gonna get rank 1, I think. I think he will get rank 1 for now. But I think that one mistake might cost him some placements going further. Actually, does he get rank 1? No, he doesn't. Oh, the end is pretty long, actually. So that still is second place. And Unixy will keep his first place for a little bit longer. So now we go to Hero, third player on this map, and he is one of the favorites to win the entire thing. But how is his memory? Is his memory as good as his mechanical ability in Shoot Many Obstacle? We shall see it right now. Looking pretty confident. The stakes have never been higher. Oh, a little bit of a sidestep there. Then, oh, another one. But he's still looking pretty good. Still looking pretty good. Might be able to... Oh, another. Still will be able to take the first place, it seems. Unless something crazy happens. There we go. So that's gonna be the third run in. And fourth will be Spyro. So Hero takes the first placement for now. When we see what Spyro's able to do. Boomer map. This is a little bit of a boomer map. But make no mistake, the points you get from this map are just as important as the points you get from the next map. So, even if it's a little bit like, you know, everyone's gonna finish, you don't need to worry about, you know, getting to the goal. But you need to worry about getting a good time still, because this is probably the easiest... mechanically easiest map that there's going to be in this entire cup. So, you want to perform. You want to perform every time. Spyro is going to finish at around the 1 minute mark, 101.56. What are you saying, Heffa? That's a bit over the line. Lyra's gonna be the fifth player to start in here. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I've been watching this map 4 times now. And I still don't remember where to go. I have a pretty good idea, but it's always easier to say from the spectator position than actually playing. Well, we started off easy. It's the first map only, so we'll see. I don't think there's going to be any maps that require things like rocket wall jumps. This whole cup is kind of made approachable for as many people as possible. And to be honest, in the first Warrior Cup, even though we didn't have these advanced moves, on some maps only like 3 people finished. So it's not as easy as it sounds. It's actually pretty challenging to control the nerves while trying to do some rocket jumps and grapples and such, especially on a map you've never tried before. It's trickier than it sounds. Mao is on a pretty good run here. He's the 6th player to go through this one, and Mao seems to have remembered everything. He's going to take rank 1 for now. 54.70. And Pleb is going to be the next player. Pleb also a pretty good obstacle player. We'll see how he performs in this cup. I don't think he played the first edition. I could be wrong though. Absolutely vast. This is the new Zoomer era. Stamina and rockets are OP. So yeah, if you pay attention, obviously it's going to be a lot easier towards the end of the player list. It's going to be easier to remember everything, but a small misstep might cost you the first or second or third or whatever place you're going for. So Pleb is gonna take rank 2 for now with a 55.20. I think that one small misstep towards the end might have cost him a little bit of time. Maybe he could have got another 54 on the board, but he's going to have to be content with his rank 2. Neymar is going to be the next one here to walk through the green pad. See how he performs. Seems to remember the route pretty well. And might be on a pretty good run. Oh, a small misstep there. Does that cost him? He will get 3rd place. Not quite on the pace of Mao and Pleb, but 3rd place at this point still pretty good, I might say. Milton is going to be the next player. 9 out of 15 currently having played the map. A small struggle in the beginning, but this might still be salvageable. We'll see. A small fence hit there. A little bit of a struggle there as well. We'll see if this is enough for maybe the top 5. This might very well be. I don't think it's going to be enough for top 3 at least. But maybe a 58 still? He did get a 58, just a little bit behind Unixy though. So he's going to have to settle with the 6th place. And Guifox, an old school obstacle player, entering the map. Well, Unixy was the person to go first, so you might say that, you know, he's still 5th place, so he still did pretty well. There was 1 minute to take a look at the routes. There's going to be a 1 minute preview time on every map, so in that sense, you know, you might be able to get something, but of course, if you have to go first, it's always going to be a little bit of a disadvantage. However, here's the thing. The order of the players, as we see Guifox get 5th place, 57, 54, nicely done. The order of the players will change in every map. So, it will rotate through the first 5 maps. And after that, the order will be based on the points that the players have been able to accumulate. So this means if you're first in this map, on the second map, on the 3rd, 4th, 5th map, you will not be first. So maybe a map like this is a good place to get your first order in. I don't know how to say that, but you understand me. So we actually get some insights from Phobia for the last 5 players or something. And that the best possible time is 52.
What is going on? Why does it take 2 seconds for me to get
a new sub?
Thank you very much, Tris, for the resub. Much appreciated. As we see Elias take 3rd place. Pretty solid run. But Mao still holding on to that 1st place with a 54.70. So let's see. LG is going to be one of the last 4 players to attempt this map. Smirk. So it's 1 try only. 1 try per map. Oh, LG actually kinda forgetting where to go. That's unfortunate. He's going to now struggle to place in the top 5 at least. We'll see what he's able to do though. $55, $56, $57, might be a 59, so it's going to be a top 9 placement just ahead of Liber, Liras and Spyro. We're gonna have Tom, I believe, Hype and Uhu actually in the last 3 players. I don't know about the order, but I know that Tom is playing right now. So let's see what he's able to do. Dodging the obstacles. Pretty smooth. Oh, a small misstep. That might cause him to lose some time. I am not sure what kind of a pace he's on right now, but I'm sure that it's not going to be enough for the top 3, who all did a pretty clean run. It's looking like to be a 58, high 58, just 700ths behind Milton. So Milton will be holding on to that 8th place. And then we're going to have Uhu, who is probably one of the top players. I do have the spreadsheet, I just don't have room on my second monitor. So there's that. Uhu is going to be the second last player, and given his skill level in obstacle, maybe he's able to show us some speed hacks or something, I don't know. Let's see what he comes up with. Seems to be zooming through the obstacles pretty well, pretty clean. No real mistakes so far. Still about 10 seconds to get the rank 1, but let's see if he's able to do that. 51, 52, 53, 54, and he's going to just barely get the rank 1. 54.57, 13 hundredths ahead of his teammates, Mao. And they are holding on to those top 2 spots. Good start for Fox Squad, I have to say. Hype is going to be the last player on the first map of Atria Warrior number 2. Let's see if he's able to mix up the top placements a little bit. Looking pretty good so far. I think he's... Oh, a small misstep. That's unfortunate. Oh no, another one. This is not going to be a top 3 time, but it's going to be a decent time. Actually, did I speak too soon? I did speak too soon. Even with those 2 mistakes, he's going to take the top 3 placement. So he will be 1500 ahead of Pleb, getting the rank 3 on the first map, and he is probably pretty happy with that, considering the small missteps that he did there. So, well played by Hype. Well played. We're going on to the second map of Atria Warrior number 2. Let's see what this one's about. We are going to explore together with the players. So, in the beginning of the map, everyone will spectate for 1 minute. During that 1 minute, you're allowed to take a look at the map from the free camera view. So we're gonna do the same thing. So we have the audience placement here. There's the goal. So let's see. Let's not go underwater. So this one seems a little bit more complicated. We have some pretty basic jumps in the beginning. Pretty long jump here. We'll see how that one goes. A roof bump opportunity here, and then you need to dodge these window things, or maybe you can strafe jump from the side. That might be a pro strategy. We'll see what the players come up with. And then we have the perfect landing spot. So this is something that people who run Hysteria tutorial maps will be very familiar with. So we'll see if someone's able to actually make use of the really fast perfect lens and get to the end. We're gonna have Tom first going through this map, rocket jumping here. The nerves of being the first on a map like this will be rough, but he seems to be doing pretty well. He's getting to the final checkpoint, and now this is all about just speed. Hello Zark, hello everyone else as well. Welcome to Atria Warrior. So Tom will be able to overjump the last fence as well, and he will be getting the first time on the board. It's a 33.19. We still have the times from the previous map, which is kind of lame, but you know, we have to deal with that. That's fine. I'll be calling out the leaderboard if it's too small on the stream. Either way, Uhu's gonna be the second player. So he was second last in the previous map. Now he's gonna be the second player. Let's see if this changes anything. He seems to be pretty fast here. And this is going to be his perfect land practice spot. He doesn't get all of them, but he does pretty well. And he does get a 30.77 nice clean landing at the end as well. And Hype is going to be the third player. We're taking no breaks here. We're just going forward with this. And Hype unfortunately misses the first jump on the bridges. And that's gonna be end of his journey on this map. Now, fortunately, even though Hype will not be finishing this map, because it's one try only, he still did at least get the first checkpoint. Okay, that's one. He did get the first checkpoint. And he did place on the top 3 in the previous map. So these points will all add up. So even if you underperform on one map, it might still be okay if you're able to do well on the other maps. Unixy is not going to struggle too much. He's gonna get the second place here, 31.10, and pretty good run from him. And we will go to Liber, who's the 5th player to take on this map. Taking it a little bit safe here. Slow and steady, it seems. No roof bump from him. We will see how he handles this end. I don't think this is going to be enough for top 2, especially not now. I don't think it's enough for top 3 either, but he will at least be finishing unless something goes horribly wrong in this end. He does the end pretty well, and it's gonna be a 37.84, currently 4th place. It can be a little bit scary if someone fails before you. That's why I said that, you know, both going first and going last can have their good sides, depending on the map and your expertise. So let's see what Hero is about to do. He's very good at this kind of stuff because he plays stuff like this all the time. So this is gonna be a pretty good time. It's gonna be a 29. No, actually a little bit below 29. It's a 28.97. It's gonna be the first place for now, and he will probably be pretty happy with that. Uhu still in second place with a 30.77. Almost 2 seconds behind Hero though. But still second place, and Unixy about half a second behind Uhu. A little bit less. Spyro the Dragon. Here getting to the goal, and he's getting a 32.62. Pretty good time, and it's gonna be enough for top 4 placement so far. Liras will be the next player. Let's see if maybe he has learned something from watching the others that can help him with his own run. It's kind of hard to get like some revolutionary ideas by watching others, because playing and watching the map are two very different things. It's hard to estimate jump distances and such. Like, you know, maybe you could somehow jump to the goal from earlier. Maybe you can skip some of these last jumps, but it's very hard to say. Liras is not going to go for anything like that, but he will be able to take the top 4 placement with a 31.97. 8 players have attempted the map. Mao is going to be the first one from the second half of the players to enter the map. He did unfortunately fail his micro jump in the beginning, so this might be a tough task, but Mao did get the... Oh no! Mao did get the top 1 finish in the previous map, if I remember right. Wait, was it Uhu? I can't remember. I think it was Uhu actually who got first on the previous map. But you know, second place will be pretty important for Mo, who just failed the final checkpoint. Now, your checkpoint progress will be taken into account. Oh no! Pleb drops from the very first checkpoint. So he's going to be, as I just said, checkpoint progress will be taken into account. So, Hype got to checkpoint 1. Mao got to checkpoint 3. And Pleb, unfortunately, just missed the jumps on the very first checkpoint, which is checkpoint 0. So, this means that Mao is currently top 8. Hype is top 9, and Pleb will be holding on to that 10th spot on the second map. Neymar will be next, and he's going to be able to finish the map, currently taking the 7th place. Oh, Milton looking a little bit scary. The nerves can be pretty scary. But he does get to the third and final checkpoint. Let's see if he's able to get a good time on the board as well. 31, 32, probably at 32. Yes, so he's going to be top 6 right now. Just 600ths behind Spyro the Dragon, who's currently in 5th place. So there's a couple players still waiting for their turn. Oh, Guy Fox! Something happened. Something happened with his rockets. I don't know what happened, but he didn't shoot the rocket. That's unfortunate. He's going to be on the last spot in this map, together with Pleb, as we go to the last 2 players, I believe. Might be lag. It's really hard to say. Elias also falls, by the way. Oh, really, Number? Oh, that's my bad. I don't think I ever knew that. It's kind of weird that it never came up. Well, now I know. Hello to everyone who's joining in. As we see LG also drop to the water. So, rough one. Yeah, I was like, yeah, that was a bit confusing. Yeah, okay. That's pretty weird. I was questioning that right away too. Like, what? How would that never come up earlier? But I made similar mistakes in the past, so I wouldn't be surprised if I got that wrong. I mean, you can have a husband without being a woman, you know? Alright, so... Anyway... Okay, alright. Yeah, okay, there we go. Thank you. Thank you for clearing that up, Milton. That was a very confusing 2 minutes, but yeah, now we are clear. Okay. So, third map, and I didn't actually see this at all, but Guifox will be very kind to show it to us. Seems like we have some towers. Oh, okay. There's the grass. So we have some layers. Layered towers. This is something new. I don't know if I've ever seen this before. This seems pretty interesting. Guifox making a pretty decent progress. He's the first player to enter the map, so can be a little bit tricky to figure out the right ways to go to. But he's still doing well. Still doing well. Seems to be able to finish the map. He gets to the goal, which is always a good thing. Though this map doesn't really feel like a map where you would really fail a lot. Like, you know, you wouldn't fall to the water or anything. So, remembering the route seems to be a big deal on this map as well. Elias going in second. Oh, that was a little bit risky. A little bit risky Namsei jumps. Sometimes the risk pays off, sometimes it doesn't, unfortunately. On a map like this, getting a good time seems to be everything. So, really what you want to do is decide whether you want to take it slow and having less risk of making mistakes, or if you want to just go full YOLO and just do everything that you can do. That's up to you. Up to you. Elias does still get the first place, even though he did have the small fall in the middle of the map. So he's gonna be first place, 117.71. LG will be the third player to enter the map. Seems to be doing these layers pretty well. And now for the possibly a little bit risky part. Wait, what? Okay. Elias joined as a player. That's a bit unfortunate. Okay, well, cool. Okay, so we didn't really see what happened there, but that's okay. LG is still in the game. So nothing really went wrong. The game just went to spectate the player who joined the server. So LG is going to take the first spot. We don't really know if he made many mistakes, but it seemed like he took a couple spots pretty safe. So it's gonna be a 112.35. Let's see what Tom's able to do. A little bit of a slow approach to this first part. I don't know if stamina usage here would be a good or bad idea. Staying as close to the center as possible seems like it's going to be the best way to do this. Jumping to the second layer of checkpoint 2. Accidental restarts, you know, might happen. I don't think there's a checkpoint spawn, so, you know, if you fall down and you just respawn from muscle memory, you will probably be dead. You will probably restart the race. But Tom will not be doing any of that. He will be getting a pretty good time. 1:05.20, about 7 seconds in front of LG, who held the first spot before this. And now we're going to see how Uhu does on this map. Uhu, who has been having a pretty good performance so far on all of the... well, both of the maps before this one. Oh, a small stumble. But let's see if it matters. 28.73 on the second checkpoint. We can actually check checkpoint times here. We can see that it's pretty much tied to Tom, who is currently on the first place. I didn't think about this earlier, but this is a good thing here. 46.07. That's about 2 seconds in front of Tom. So this might be a pretty solid run. Maybe we might even see... oh, we won't be seeing a rank 1. We won't be seeing a rank 1. Oh, he fails another time. Will he be able to get rank 2? Oh, he does get the third attempt in, but this might be a pretty tough call to make. Oh, he's not going to be able to take rank 2. He's going to be able to take rank 3, but that's probably not going to last. 5 players down, there's 10 still left in spectator, anxiously waiting to get to play this map. Those mistakes will be costly. They will be very costly. Hype will be the first one to try to punish that small missed jump there, but nothing major so far. A little bit of a misstep there as well, but seems to be doing pretty well. We are looking at a 26.41. That's 2 seconds ahead of the current rank 1's checkpoint time. So he's on a pretty good attempt. Players have, of course, never played this map before, so even though you've seen others play the map before, playing it yourself is very different. Wow, Hype going for a pretty risky Namsei jump, but he trusts the instincts, and he's going to be rewarded for that. It's a 58.80. So he's going to completely destroy everyone else so far. What a nice run from Hype. That might be actually pretty tricky for others to beat. Well, she'll see what Unix is able to do. He's going to try to challenge Hype on this one. Oh, Smurg. Royal Cup warm-up is no joke. That's the life hack. Unixy, a little bit of a misstep there, but he's still going to take a pretty good checkpoint time here. We can see Hype is about half a second ahead of him, but Unixy will fail one of the jumps on the second checkpoint. So this is going to be a tough one to recover from. However, he's not the only one who has stumbled a little bit, but he does another one. So that was unfortunate. Now I think we'll be looking at some tricky recovery plans from Unixy. 56.55, that's about 10 seconds away from the top 3. But maybe a good end will be rewarded, and he goes full risk, and it seems to pay off. That was a very nice recovery from Unixy. 1:11.15, still loads away from Hype's 58.80. But it's making the best out of an unfortunate situation. So he's doing well. He's doing well, definitely. Unixy currently top 3. Hype still holding on to the first place. Tom second, and then we have LG, Uhu, Elias, and Guifox. And now Liber is going to try to shake things up in the ranking leaderboard. So that checkpoint time is not quite where it needs to be. Oh, actually fails his rocket jump, but still manages to do the jump. That was interesting. But Liber still gets to the next checkpoint. Yeah, what could go wrong, Buzz? Or maybe just trying to confuse the rest of the players. Maybe these are the brain games that the players are you know, going for. 1:14:22, that's enough for 6th place. So let's see if Liber's strategy to confuse Hero has worked. Hero will be going to checkpoint 1. Let's see the checkpoint times. 9.41. That's about tied with the current top 2. So pretty solid start still. Let's see, checkpoint 2 time 25.35. That's going to be 1 second ahead of Hype. So maybe we might be looking at another great performance from Hero, but let's not call it before it actually happens, because we have seen many players with some mistakes on these few jumps here, but Hero seems to remember the route. Oh, but he does make a mistake. He does make a mistake. And that's going to secure Hype, I think. Oh, maybe not. Oh, it's so close. 900ths ahead of Hype still, even though that mistake was there. But the mistake, still there. And that means that that rank 1 might be still open. Spyro goes for a very interesting strategy, spamming the rocket jumps. I guess someone had to try it. You know, maybe it's working. I don't know. This kind of a spot is never really in any map, so it might have as well worked, but unfortunately it doesn't really work as well as Spyro might have wanted to. So Spyro going to checkpoint 3. 52.40 on the last checkpoint. This might still be a pretty decent attempt if he's able to do it without mistakes, but as I call that, he will be doing a slight drop. But the rest... Oh, okay. I don't want to say anything anymore. Caster Curse. He does get to the end though, and that's gonna be a top 8 time currently. 14.64, just behind of Liber, about 0.4 seconds. Liras is going to be next. 5 players left. Liras is going to be the first one. Taking a little bit of time to find the correct spots to jump to. Remembering all these openings is tough, even if you've seen it multiple times before. There's a lot of stuff to remember on a 1-minute map, so can be pretty challenging. Making his way through the second checkpoint and now to the final checkpoint. Checkpoint 3, let's check the times. 50.63, that's going to be in the top 5 range, but unfortunately a small fall there for Liras. See if he is able to maybe recover a little bit. Might be a 112 or 113, but that's still going to be top 7. 113.59, just behind Uhu's 113.01. And Mao is going to be the next one. Let's see if he's able to challenge this top 3. Or top 2 really. Top 3 is very far away from top 2 times. Hero and Hype kind of having their own party. But Mao is looking to buy a ticket into that party. He makes a small mistake, but we have seen mistakes from other players too. Oh, that was a close call. Close call from Uhu. Sorry, Mao. What am I talking about? Fuck Squad members. The nicknames are too similar. Small stumble again, but he's looking pretty strong and he's getting... Oh no! The final jump. The final jump is going to be the decider for his run. And he's still going to be able to take top 3, but it's not going to challenge Hype and Hero, who will hold on to those sub 1 minute times. Pleb, the 13th player to enter the ring. Let's see. Looking pretty solid. Pretty solid gameplay. So if there's anyone tuning in who is confused as to what is Atria Warrior in the first place, it's basically Ninja Warrior in Shootmania Obstacle. So, players have a 1 minute look at the map, which means they will be able to use the free camera. Oh, hold on a little bit. Pleb might be on a rank 1 run, 56, 57, and he's going to be able to take the rank 1. Nicely done by Pleb. He will be rank 1 on the 3rd map. So, as Neymar starts his run, I'll continue my explanation. You have 1 run. After 1 minute of looking at the map in free camera view, you have 1 attempt to finish that map. You not only want to finish it, you also want to do it as fast as possible, because the higher your ranking is on a map, the better points you will receive. Neymar getting to checkpoint 2 pretty decently, taking a little bit of time to line these jumps up, but doing well, doing well. So it's a survival based cup, basically. Players play 1 at a time, trying to finish a map that nobody has played before. Yes, everyone is spectating, but the order of players rotates. Oof, that was a close call, but Neymar does still finish the map, and it's going to be a 106.59. Well, the order of the players rotates, so if you're first on one map, you're not going to be first on the other maps. In the first 5 maps, the order of the players rotates, and after that, whoever has the highest score, highest points, will go first. Miltant is going to be the 15th player. Let's see what he is able to do. Oh! Oh no! Oh, that was a risky move, and it doesn't pay off. He's going to be, unfortunately, stuck on checkpoint 1. So if you drop to the water, you're done. That's the 15th spot for Miltant. Pleb, Hero and Hype holding on to top 3 on this map, all with a 58. And after that we have a lot of big gaps in terms of like times. As we enter the 4th map, let's see if anything is going to change. I don't think the points have been calculated yet, so I can't really give you the current rankings, but I do believe Hero is up there. Pleb also, after winning that map, must feel pretty good, because he did have a little bit of a struggle on the previous map. So here We have some jumps. These might be trickier than they seem because they are not necessarily full jumps. Full jumps are usually easier to do than some shorter or yeah, shorter or like lower jumps, as weird as it sounds. We have some pillars and a grapple, actually a double grapple. Now we will have Smurg ask in the chat if there is a double grapple opti. I'm not sure if there is going to be one. I don't think so. But you know, who knows? Who knows? Maybe there's a double grapple opti. Pleb is going to be the first one on this map. Ooh, looking a little bit scary, but he does manage to get to the first checkpoint. That's already a victory, because these maps are getting mechanically more difficult. So it's not only about finishing the map anymore, it's also about your checkpoint progress. So any checkpoint that you're able to reach will be a very worthy goal to reach. But Pleb actually finishes all of them, and he is going to get a time of 28.23. Looking at that run, I think there will be something to optimize on the first checkpoint. Otherwise, looked pretty good to me. Looked pretty nice to me. So, you know, maybe this time will stay at the top. Hard to say. Hard to say. Neymar will be the second player, and he's going to try to challenge Pleb's time, but I don't think it's going to happen. He's going to get the final landing and finish with a time of 30.99. Still a respectable run. Second player to finish the map after being introduced to it. Miltant skipping some of the pillars here, and that will save some time. Oh, a little bit of a strafe there. Well done though. Going in. Saving a little bit of stamina with that rocket boost. And he's looking to maybe challenge Pleb. 26, 27, 28. I don't think he's able to get the rank 1, but he will finish the map, which is a good thing for him, as we saw him struggle a little bit in the previous map. So that's going to be the current rank 2 on this map. And Guifox, fourth player. But he does unfortunately fall into the water after reaching checkpoint 1. However, at least there was that checkpoint 1 that he reached, so he will not leave this map empty-handed. Elias is going to be the next one, taking the first checkpoint safe. Taking the second checkpoint also pretty safe. Oh, pretty safe, pretty safe. But, you know, maybe jumping would have been a little bit safer. Well, it's up to him. It's up to him. This will not be a rank 1. I don't even think this will be a rank 3. Currently, it's not, but it's going to be a 33.31. Just slightly missed the 3333 time, but, you know, still was able to finish the map, which puts him to 4th place at the moment. LG, next one to attempt this one. Going for a slightly faster route here. Saving a little bit of time compared to some that took those jumps without stamina earlier. This is still going to be a 3rd place run, 29.12. And next one is going to be Tom. Let's see what he's able to do. Going for these rocket jumps here. And seeming to take the next checkpoint pretty fast as well, but there was a slight hit to the wall there, so he will struggle a little bit. But seems to be... Ooh, oh, he touched the water. Touched the water, but still at third place. 28.95. Yeah, I was actually saying about that, like maybe there's a double grab opti here. We'll see, maybe Uhu will show us a double grab opti. He's looking to take things pretty fast. Goes for the zigzag move. 14.96. That's 2 seconds ahead of Pleb. So this should be a rank 1 if he's able to do it. A slight slowdown at the end. But, you know, maybe it's worth to go for that compared to taking a little bit higher grapple and getting directly to the goal. So Uhu's gonna take the first place at the moment. 25.92. Very well played by him. Especially after the unfortunate mistakes he had in the previous map. Hype will be going next. Is player number 9 to attempt. Whew, he hits the water as well. But he does finish with style. 30 seconds flat for Hype. It's enough for 6th place at the moment. Next player to go for the map is Unixy. A small issue with the micro jump in the beginning, but he is still going strong. Oh, goes for the rocket boost as well. 16.90 seconds on the clock. That's still a little bit ahead of Pleb, so might be looking at rank 2 here. And yes, it will barely be. 500ths ahead of Pleb. Oh! Oh! No. Oh no. Oh no. Another victim to the beginning of the map. Liber will be falling down to the water. Unfortunately, you can't swim to the end of the map, so his attempt will end there. Hero will be next. He's going to try... Oh, going for some risky plays, but seems to work out. However, he's still only like barely ahead of Uhu, who didn't take too many risks there. So maybe... it's just barely going to be rank 1. Nicely done by Hero. So, yeah, even though he did that risky jump, it didn't seem to be that much faster than Uhu's strat. So we'll see what players after this will go to. If they are aware of this information, they might choose to do things a little bit safer still. Let's see, Spyro is next. There's 2 more players after Spyro. Oh, touches the water, but should be able to finish. Nicely done. And actually takes rank 3 at the moment. 28.03. So again, top 2 players are very, very far ahead of the others. Lyras, oh no, Lyras stumbles in checkpoint 0 as well, and he's going to be swimming with the fish, and that's not going to help his attempt too much. Mao is also going to fall to the water. This checkpoint 0 seems to be cursed. I don't know what to say. It's cursed. And that was the last player, last attempt on the map. So we have Hero on rank 1, Uhu rank 2, Spyro rank 3. So this is the next map apparently. It's Top Keck. Okay. So we probably start here, right? Wait, no, on the other. Yes, here. So we have these platforms. This might be tricky. Okay, so Alright, this is different. This is different. So, you will be able to stand on these platforms. You will be able to jump on these. So, you know, you don't need to, like, stand on the sides or anything. And, the first player will be Spyro attempting this pretty scary looking map. I like the trees on the sides. This is cute. Oh, actually, it seems that some of these platforms will not hold. So, yeah. I understand. So you cannot stand on this. You can only stand on the ones with the white border. So, here, 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 here. Very interesting map. Very interesting map. We will see Spyro start off. Let's see what he's able to do. Oh, there's some bots. This is like a scary map. Oh. Let's see if there's any more surprises. Might be something to scare the players. Oh. Just managed to land that jump. And goes for the checkpoint, but oh no. Jumps off of ramps can be tricky. They can be tricky. With the way jumps work in Shootmania. Not as easy. Yeah, so basically if you sprint to the end of a ramp, you can have a slowdown at the end of it. That's unfortunate for Lear, as he's also going to be suffering from the same curse. Shootmania curses. Mao will be the third player. Let's see if he's able to finish the map. Oh, he's gonna get a slowdown as well. So, jumping too close to the ramp is going to maybe prove some troubles. But, yeah, Mao seems to be doing well. Now just looking at where he can jump and... goes for the overjump at the end, and he will be able to finish the map. That's the first finish, very well played by Mao. 34.76 on the board. And that's first place currently. Pleb. Oh. Oof. Scary looking jump. Scary looking jump. But he's able to continue. And he goes, you can see how he reacts to the ramp edge thing. He's basically running on the edge of the ramp before he jumps. And he's going to be rewarded for that. Very well played. And it's going to be rank 1, 33.93. A Brazilite, unfortunately, yes. Exactly what Smirk said. But welcome to the stream either way. And welcome to anyone else who might be new. So, just to go over what this is, if someone's confused, as we see Neymar, unfortunately, fall into the off zone. This is Atria Warrior, the 2nd edition. We have 10 maps, and your job is to try to look at the map in 1 minute, and then try to be able to finish it. So, one player at a time will approach maps that no one has played. So these are all new maps for everyone. And whoever wins, aka gets the fastest time. Nice opti from Milton. I think he's still gonna be a little bit slow to get a rank 1 or even rank 2, but he's going to finish, and that's very well done. Already seen 3 players fall into the off zone, so that's definitely a good time to make. So, it's basically Ninja Warrior in Shootmania, exactly. You have only one attempt to finish a map that you've never played before. As the maps get harder, your checkpoint progress will also matter a lot more. Say, if you fail on checkpoint 2, you will still get more points than someone... Oh, nice time from Guifox actually. 33.06, nicely done. First place at the moment. So if you get to checkpoint 3 and die, you will still get more points than someone who gets to checkpoint 2 and dies. So your performance matters not only in terms of whether you're able to get a good time or not, or even whether you're able to finish the map or not, but also in the sense that you want to get as far as possible. As we see Elias going for an attempt, 28 seconds on the clock, might be able to get a decent time here. I don't think it's going to be enough to challenge the top players. Actually, 0.2 seconds behind Mao will be enough for the 4th place at the moment. Nicely done by Elias. This is the map number 5, I believe. So, after this map, I think we are going for some eliminations. Oof! LG does get a time on the board. 6th place right now. Finishing the map will already put you to in front of several players that weren't able to get to the goal. So definitely well done from LG. The times are relatively close this time actually, considering how unintuitive the map is to play. So Tom will be jumping a bit to the right there, but seems to work out for him. He's on a pretty decent run. Oh, maybe he's able to get some good times, and he will be able to get some good times. 32.47 is going to be enough for rank 1. Rank 1 goes to Tom at the moment, and I think there's about 5 players left now. Uhu, one of the favorites, is the next one to try it out. Let's check the checkpoint times. 12.12. That is going to be the fastest time so far. So, a little bit of a stumble on checkpoint 2 though, with routing it seems. Let's see if he's gonna risk anything here. Still, oh no! He was on a good pace, but he unfortunately misses the rocket jump. Nerves can do a lot. So I think he did get to the final checkpoint, even though he was the fastest player there. It's not gonna be enough because he doesn't reach the finish line, but he will be on top 8 place right now, thanks to his quick checkpoint progress. Hype, next one, attempting the map. Ooh, he goes pretty fast. Gets a small slowdown from the ramp there, but this might be still a decent attempt. 26.14, that would be enough for first place if he's able to pull the end off, and he will be able to do that. Hype, another strong performance on this map. 31.78, and I think Hype is pretty far up there on like total points as well, because he did get second place in the previous map as well. So sorry, not the previous map. Wait, was it previous map? I forget. There was that one map. I think it was not the previous, but the third map. where he got top 2, so he has some pretty good placements either way. Oh, Unixy, oh, not able to save himself with rocket wall jumps, so he's going to fall down. Definitely not the performance he was hoping for, and now we have a Liber. And I believe the last player will be Hero. Oh, a little bit of a slowdown, but, you know, taking it safe. Just finishing the map. Oh, no, it's not going to happen. It does take a checkpoint 1 at least. I don't know if there was anyone who didn't take checkpoint 1 so far, but either way, we go to Hero, who has won several maps so far. Maybe even all of them. I actually can't remember. No, I think Pleb won one of them at least. So Hero is still looking pretty strong either way. I'm pretty sure he's at the top of the leaderboards. Let's see what he's gonna do here. 2476, and if he's able to pull this end off, it's going to be a rank 1, and he will be able to do that. 30.31. And again, that's it. Hero first place, Hype second place once again. Maybe there's some rivalry between these two guys, and that's the end of the 5th map. This doesn't mean the end of the cup, but this means that there will be some eliminations. So I wish good luck for all of the players. All of the players' scores are up. Oh, scores are already up. Okay, let's see them. Okay. Let's see this. So, we have, is there like a total points somewhere? Okay, well here we have the rankings. So, we have Hero at the top, Uhu second, Hype third, and Pleb fourth. Mao, Unixy, Tom, Spyro, Neymar, Milton, and Elias will follow. So this unfortunately means that Guifox, LG, Liras, and Liber will be out. So this is where the competition might truly begin. We still have some pretty strong players up on the leaderboards. Hero continuing his dominance just like he did in the previous one, previous edition of Atria Warrior. We'll see if he's able to keep it up. There's Uhu, Hype, Pleb. All have shown some pretty strong performances. Maybe they will be able to give a bit of a battle for Hero. So in the next 6 maps, we will see some changes. The player order will be decided by points. So if you have the highest score currently, that's too bad, because you gotta be first in the next map. Other thing that changes is that we have 5 maps left, and even though we were all playing all maps in the past, on the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th and 10th maps we will eliminate players. There's going to be 2 eliminations per map. So this means there's 11 players left currently. As 4 got eliminated just now. And after this next map, there will be 9, then 7, then 5. And finally 3 in the final map. If my math is correct. So let's see. In the final map, it's all about your ranking again. So your points don't matter at that point. So you just gotta perform. Let's see. Not sure how long we are waiting here. I am only casting today. Welcome to the stream though. So currently waiting for the 6th map of Atria Warrior. The cup is halfway done. 5 maps are already done. And we are going to the 6th map right now. 4 players just got eliminated. Liras, Liber, Guifox, and LG, if my memory doesn't fail me. So we still have 11 players left. 11 very, very strong players left. So far, it's been a pretty even cup. Hype has been able to pull off some really strong times. He is enjoying those top placements. It might even be better for him. I think they might be actually a little bit happy. Pleb, Uhu, Mao, Hype, etc. might be a little bit happy that they aren't at the very top, because if you're at the very top, you need to be first on the next map. So Hero will be playing the 6th map first, which can be a good thing, can be a bad thing. It's really hard to say. Being last might be even worse than being first. I think it really depends on the player. You can find good sides in both being early and being late on the map. Everyone only gets 1 attempt, and no one is able to warm up on the map before going in. Of course, you can see others play the maps before your turn happens, but playing and watching are 2 very different things. So it might help you or it might hurt you. From personal experience from last time, I will say that sometimes seeing others do some rocket jumps just made me kinda like hesitate, made me doubt if those rocket jumps actually worked well or not. Like, I was thinking about some optimizations and then I saw others attempt the map and then I was like, wait, maybe it doesn't work. And you only have 1 attempt when you go in, so you need to decide whether you want to risk it or not. I think going further in this cup, maybe risking some parts is going to be worth it, but it all depends on how many players are even able to finish the maps, of course, because if nobody finishes the map and you're last, then you only need to finish. I would also say that it's easier to be later, but but it's kind of its own thing. It has some bad things to it too. Both are kind of like different experiences. Yeah, it's true. It's especially on maps where you have to kind of figure out the route. It can be bad to be first, but you know, some players have been first and have been able to still get the top 3 finish, so it doesn't seem to be the decisive factor, at least. One more minute to go. Hello LG and GG for your performance. Unfortunately, for the cup to end, some players have to get eliminated. Otherwise, we'd be playing here for like days. Until someone just disconnects or falls asleep or something. Definitely not an easy cup to play. So, we are at 10 minutes according to the timer on the server, so I think we will get to map number 6 very shortly. Alright, so map number 6. Who are you guys cheering for? Who are you looking at on this map? Who do you think is going to perform? Some hype fans in chat. I see, I see. So, let us see what is going to happen. This is map number 6 in Atria Warrior number 2. Map is made by Tris, and we shall take a look at it right now. So, reminder, every player has a 1 full minute before having to play to take a look at the map before the first player starts. So they can look at the map with the free camera, and we're gonna simulate that experience right now, as long as the loading screen ends. I will still stream after the cup. Probably Trackmania. Okay, so we have some climbing. This brings back memories from Step by Step. Some power blocks. This might or might not be an endless rocket checkpoint. That's gonna be the question in the players' minds as well. Here, some slides. Need to be sure that you're not too fast or too slow. And these jumps are pretty tricky. Easiest to chain. If you have to stop on everyone, this might be a tricky challenge. Of course, you can also jump on the sides, but I don't think that's going to be any safer. And then at the end, don't miss your rocket jump. And there we go. Hero is gonna be the first player to enter this map. It looks like they have 6 rockets on this one. Hero goes for a pretty risky Namsei jump, but this guy trusts himself. He definitely trusts himself. So Let's see if he's able to do the final part as well. Oh. Hesitates a little bit. Going from fast speed can be really tough, and he unfortunately fails on the final checkpoint. So he will not finish the 6th map. However, he did get on the last checkpoint pretty fast, which will help him. Because your checkpoint progress will be taken into account in case you don't finish. And if you reach a checkpoint faster than others, you will also be ahead of them. So this means if you get to checkpoint 3 with a 20-second time and someone else gets a 21-second time, you will be ahead of them. Ooh, going for a pretty fast goal, and it seems to pay off. Just final rocket jump, and he is at the goal. That is a solid time. That's a pretty nice time. 30.73. Uhu showing that he has the step-by-step spirit in him. Still, of course, the world record holder in that god-awful run. The map is great. It's just the run is something else. Anyway, Hype will be the next player to enter the map. Ooh, a little bit of a scary landing. I think that was a bit too tough to save. So Hype will currently take the 3rd spot on the map, just behind Hero, who did get to checkpoint 3. Uhu still holding on to that first finish and first place as well. Pleb struggling a little bit, but he is not dead yet. So just finishing this map, no matter the time, would put him in front of both Hype and Hero. I think his small mistakes on the first checkpoint would put him behind Hype still if he didn't finish the next checkpoint, but he does get to checkpoint 3. Unfortunately, the rocket jump there doesn't quite work out, so he's going to be on 3rd place at the moment, just behind Hero, who also failed checkpoint 3. Next one is Mawan. Let's get some better music here. Some bangers. Yeah, this is... Oh no. That was unfortunate. I wonder if he did get ahead of Hype. It's kind of tough to call these because we can't see checkpoint times for people who did not finish the map. I do believe that was... I do believe that was faster than Hype, but I need to pay attention, I suppose. Unixy will get to checkpoint 3, so he's looking to maybe finish the map. Does take this a little bit safer than Uhu, so probably not contesting the 1st place, but he will be able to finish the map. So very well done by him. 31.75 currently enough for 2nd place on the 6th map here. Next one's gonna be Tom. Going for the flick strategy doesn't quite pay off. He does get to checkpoint 2 pretty fast. I think that might be enough to be ahead of Hype and Uhu, but that doesn't really matter because he does get to checkpoint 3 and he's pretty fast on the checkpoint 3, so he will be finishing the map. Won't be really contesting the top 2, but yeah, of course the first checkpoint mistakes, yeah, he probably wasn't going to be faster than the others, but that doesn't matter because he is able to finish, so that's pretty good. And maybe the music is a bit low. I can never tell the balance, and a balance is something that this fence will not give Spyro. I don't know what that means, but it can't be good. Spyro unfortunately falls down on the fence, and we are looking at Neymar, seeing if he's able to finish the map. This checkpoint 1 does have a rocket refill, which might prove handy in case you have to use a bit more on the first part. So that's good to keep in mind. It's these little details that can give you the first spot instead of the second spot in some cases. But Neymar will be on the 4th spot. We'll be able to finish the map. Milton going pretty fast up the first checkpoint and does get to the power blocks. Pretty good time on checkpoint 2. Not too bad, not too bad. And gets to checkpoint 3 as well. That is already a major win for him. That was looking a bit scary, but staying composed when stuff like this happens, that's the key to success. And Milton shows us that he has got this in his pockets. And top 4 for Milton. Very well played. Gets just between Tom and Neymar. Uhu still holding on to that first spot, Unixi right behind him. Elias will be the next player to attempt this map. We'll see if he's able to get to the end. Looking pretty strong, and he will be able to finish the map. That's going to be a top 3 placement. 32.20 seconds on the clock, and he will get the Smurfs into the podium spots. And that was the last one. Last one to attempt the map. So we have 6 players who finished the map and 5 who didn't. Neymar and Spyro unfortunately will be out of the cup. So big GG to them for getting this far. Well played. It's a pretty ruthless format. Not easy at all. Not easy at all to play a map that you've never even seen before. You've never had the chance to try it. Not a single jump. And we will probably see the same theme here. So, this is looking like a little bit more like something you could see in Ninja Warrior. So, we have these metal bars here that you have to jump on. Actually, an upside down teleporter. So you will have some gravity here. You will be doing the rest of the map upside down, it seems. So you will do all of this upside down. Just get here, and then here we have this kind of a wall. But this just seemed to be a magnet. So shouldn't be too tough to get up, but you know, maybe there's some ways to be fast, maybe there's some ways to be slow. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see this one. Let's see. Even though the physics are the same when you play upside down, it might still be this one thing that changes, that kind of throws you off guard. Like, you know, when you play the Shoot Mania character in the New Track Mania, the blocks are like very different. So that's something that makes you kind of second guess things. It makes you a little bit more careful than usual. But Hero seems to be able to get through this one, and yeah, he should be able to finish now. He sprints up to the goal, and he will be finishing the map 33.13. I will say that he did have a little bit of a slowdown at the end there, because he missed the goal by maybe 1 centimeter or so. So let's see if some of the other players can punish him, but definitely a good performance from him. It's not easy to go into these maps as the first player, but he did show some nice rocket wall jump opties to Uhu. Uhu seems to be taking the rank 1 spot unless something goes horribly wrong. But yeah, he's able to pull that off. Very clean, makes it look way easier than it actually is. That's a 29.70. That's 3.5 seconds about ahead of Hero. So a very respectable time. Hype a little bit of a slowdown in the beginning. Goes for the risky rocket jumps. Has to wait a little bit on the second one, but does still manage to do that. Now the next part upside down. Manages to save that part, and he is still going strong. Might be even contesting the second place here, and he will be contesting the second place. Looks like he will be getting it as well. 32.51. Let's see. All three players have finished the map. And this is where being the next player might not be the best. Because if you see that everyone else has finished the map.
Why does it take 2 seconds for me to get
a new sub? D.
DLG. Thank you so much for the reset. I appreciate that a lot. Enjoy your new sub badge as well. Nice job from you, Nixie, getting the second place with 31.11. So 4 players down, 4 people have finished the map. So this is where it gets scary to be the 5th player. Because the pressure is enormous, and we can see the pressure right there. Pleb will be falling into the water. I doubt he's going to lose his, well, it depends. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We are still looking at points. We're not looking at rankings, and Tom makes the same mistake. Am I watching a replay or am I watching a new player? Exactly the same mistake. And those were 2 very quick attempts. Let's see if Mao is able to maybe get past that. Oh no, he is also going to fall on the last on the last jump of the first checkpoint. So did I mention something about pressure? Did I mention something about 4 players finishing out of 4 and then having to be the next player to play the map? I think we might, you know, see a little bit of that here. Though it's always hard to like pinpoint the exact reason why that happens. When it's one mistake and you're in the water, there can be many reasons. It's usually not really worth to overanalyze, but you know, overanalyzing might be fun sometimes. Elias will be able to finish the map. He's going to get the 3rd place currently, a little bit ahead of his teammate Hype Smurf. So Elias getting the Smurfs to the top 4, and Milton going to be the last one, but he also falls into the water. This seems to be a little bit tricky for the players. Hard to say what will happen now. That's gonna be the last player attempting the map. That's unfortunate, Milton. So, Maam and Milton will be eliminated. And we are down to 7 players. 7 strong players. Hello Mo and Gigi as well. looks like a pretty tough map. We still have a pretty diverse presentation of teams here as well. We have 2 Smurfs still in the top 7. We have Faith represented by Hero, as we go into some lamp jumps and some fence jumps and some whatever this is jumps and some air control. And then, out of all things we could have, we have these rocks. Now, these rocks can be a little bit slippery. Sometimes it's pretty tough to jump them. Usually rocket jumps are more reliable, but of course rocket jumps are a little bit scary. So let's see. Let's see how the players perform. The rest of the map isn't easy either, so we shall see what happens in the first few checkpoints. Uhu going to be the first one to enter the map. He's starting with the lamp jumps, actually clearing the checkpoint pretty fast, so if many players fail in the beginning, then he will still be a strong contender for the rest. Of course, his points are the highest, so it's going to be hard to get eliminated entirely. So Uhu's going to be full risk mode, and he will just barely finish. I think that's going to be a really good time. 29.17. 29.17 on the board, and that sends a message. Definitely sends a message. Uhu carrying the Fuck Squad flag high, if there is such a thing. Hero going to be the next player to enter the map. 18.78, pretty much exactly the same as Uhu. So if he's able to do these jumps, maybe he can even contest the rank 1, and he will be able to do it. Gets a very smooth landing on the fence at the end. Shows that he's not here to play around. 28.23. And 2 players down, 2 very strong runs. Unixy looking to take the beginning a little bit safer. Of course, just finishing the map can be extremely worth it. So if you don't feel comfortable doing these tricks very fast, then maybe taking it a little bit safer can be a good call. So he's about 2 seconds behind the others, and he will go for the same strat, but he lacks a little bit of speed. So even if that was the same strat as Uhu and Hero did, it's not going to be enough because of a little bit of a lack in speed. So Unixy is going to get to the final checkpoint. That's going to be his performance, but Hype's performance will end at 3 seconds. He misses the first lamp, and that's the map for him. Pleb is going to be the next one. The 5th player to attempt the map. Pleb, of course, a little bit low on points compared to the other ones, so he has to perform here. He has passed Hype so far. Let's see if that will be enough. Only about half a second behind the others. Oh, barely makes the jump to the end. It does go for the normal jump, actually. Let's see. Oh, even the horn. Wow. The confidence. The confidence. Pleb is gonna take the 3rd place here. 35.63. Not quite as competitive of a time as the ones from Hero and Uhu, but 2 players already didn't finish the map, so Pleb can probably be pretty happy with his performance. He's number 3 out of 5 at the moment. as we see Elias get to checkpoint 3. Again, not the fastest time, so we'll see what he decides to go for. He decides to go for some risky overjumps, but it's not gonna pay off. He will still get maybe the 4th place. I'm not sure what Unix's time was on that checkpoint, but Tom, oh no, oh, what a save, what a save. Oh no, but he can't do it again. Well, alright, well, he gave himself a second chance, but that wasn't enough. Maybe a third one would have been better, but it's not going to save him this time. He's also going to fall into the water on the very first checkpoint. So, Hype and Tom both will be at the bottom of this map. However, Hype's points were still enough to stay in the game. So, Elias and Tom unfortunately eliminated. GG to both of them. So we will continue with 5 players. There's going to be Hero, Uhu, Pleb, Hype, and Unixy. 5 players, 4 different teams. And Pleb, of course, a lone player. He doesn't need a team. Who are you guys cheering for? The competition is getting pretty intense. As we have the next map. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Oh, free camera. So we start here. We have these jumps on the metal pillars. Some overjumps probably possible. And we have a magnet into a fence landing. Ooh, that's gonna be scary. It's gonna be a scary one. Drop down here. And then we have some wall jumps. And, okay. Oof. Okay. There's this thing. This thing is right here. So, some opti is possible. So who has the balls? Who has the balls to go for it? That's the question. Who's gonna be the first one to enter the map? He has no fear, but a little bit of a tricky landing there, so he has to take a step back to stay safe. Nice rocket jump there, very tight spot to do that in. And then we get to the slide part, wall jump, and is he going to go for it? He's going for it. Oof, and he pulls it off. What a player. 29.28. He goes for the risky play, and it pays off. Balls of steel on this guy. Let's see if Hero can match that. There were a few mistakes by Uhu in the beginning, so maybe if Hero is able to capitalize on those, but it seems like he's going to also be making a similar mistake. 8.42 on the first checkpoint. That's still about 1.5 seconds ahead of Uhu for now, but of course going for the optimizations at the end, that's going to be a tricky task. Hero does it as well, and again we see the same thing happen, where Hero and Uhu, first 2 players, and they get the top times. They get some pretty fast runs. Both have come to play. Definitely. So Hero taking the first spot with 27.53. Unixy looking pretty good. Pretty much matching Hero's checkpoint one time, but a little bit of a struggle on the first fence landing, and the next one will not have the speed required, so he's going to end his progress on checkpoint 1. We'll see if that's going to be enough to keep him from being eliminated. Hype, a small misstep in the spawn, and oh no, he gets a small small landing on the edge that pushes him a little bit into the air, and that makes his rocket jump not work. So he's going to, again, fall into the water right on the first jump of the map. Very unfortunate for him, and we'll see if that's still enough to keep him in the game. I think he's gonna be out, as he's currently the bottom 2 player. Pleb is able to get to checkpoint 3. He's the final player to attempt this map. Let's see. Okay. Pleb wants to go for it. Wants to go for the risk. Oh, the rocket jump. Oh, very unfortunate. Wanted to go for it, but we'll see if that's still enough to keep him in the game. I mean, he's top 3 anyway. He's top 3 anyway on this map because of his checkpoint progress. So even if he finished, that wouldn't change anything. Bottom 2 players in points will be Pleb and Hype. So Unixy still staying in the game thanks to those early points he was able to get on the first few maps. So Unixy is going to be in the finals, and we are in the finals. We are in the final map of Atria Warrior number 2, and let's see what the map has in store for us. There's a double grapple. There's a double grapple opti. Someone call Smurg. Where is he? Actual double grapple. Let's hope the players know how to do that. Here we have the first checkpoint. It seems like you need to go down here, maybe? Or no? There's a wrong way sign. Oh, you go... I guess you go here. Wait, no? What? Oh, there's a... Okay, so there's a teleporter here. So you first... You go here, you teleport. And then some KZ... And some tricky jumps, some slides. And then we have the goal. The player order is as follows. Uhu first. Then Hero. Then Unixy. Uhu is ready. This is it. Final map of Atria Warrior number 2. This is going to decide it. We can't unfortunately see the second grapple in Spectate, but it's there. So that's just a spectator bug. The player will normally see a second grapple there. Oh, a little bit of a tricky landing there. Oh, still going strong though. Doesn't seem to go for any mega risks here, but maybe it will change on this final checkpoint. Some roof bumps, some rockets. And he's able to finish. He's able to finish them. No! No! I shouldn't ever say anything like that. Oh god, he jumps a little bit too early. He jumps a little bit too early on the slide. And he's not going to get to the finish. However, he did get to the final checkpoint, so we'll see how other players perform. Hero has to be faster than Uhu on this final checkpoint if he's not able to finish the map. So we'll see what Hero's able to do. Is he able to get himself the crown again? He did win the previous competition. Is he able to win this one too? He is pretty fast. Nice roof bumps, and he gets a monster of a time. That's a 31.77 at the goal. Incredibly consistent gameplay throughout this competition. So Unixy has to be able to contest Hero on this. We'll pay attention to the checkpoint times. A little bit of a slow teleport there, so he's already about 1.5 seconds behind it seems like he's actually going maybe for second place, so I think Hero can actually be pretty glad with his progress here. He is going to win. Hero will win. Atria Warrior number 2. We'll see if Unix is able to finish to take that second spot here, and he looks to be able to finish. So that's a 42.95. Not going to be enough for the victory, but it will be enough for second place. So, Hero, again, the 2-time champion of Atria Warrior. Very well deserved. Such smooth gameplay makes it look so much easier than what it actually is. So definitely well played to our entire top 3. Hero first, Unix is second, and Uhu taking the 3rd place. And GG to everyone else who played the cup as well. It's pretty tricky to play. But we saw some very memorable moments in both good and bad sense. Eskelia, thanks for the follow. Good to see you. Yeah, that's going to be Atria Warrior. Atria Warrior number 2. I hope you guys enjoyed.